Icons Unearthed, The Simpsons. So this is a documentary series. I did not know this was a documentary series. I just remember Mill Creek putting out the Star Wars version of this, and I reviewed that version a while back. This one came out, I think, July, end of June. I'm forgetting. But yeah, I finally got around to watching this documentary series. This is a good documentary series for diving into stuff. There's 5 discs in this set. Here, I'll open it, but the 5th disc is in my player, so it's not right there, but it would be there. They're all the same. You got the little donut on it. You get 3 discs, or sorry, not 5 discs. This is 4 discs. You get 3 discs here that are the episodes of the documentary, and then you get the bonus disc, which is mostly just certain people that they interviewed. They have full interviews instead of just the cut up interviews that are actually in the documentary. I think this documentary is good but not great. I think the Star Wars one is kind of the same, but this one's very different from the Star Wars one. See, the Star Wars one was not great because there is so much Star Wars documentaries out there that it's, kind of reviewing it's kind of hard because there's so many other better documentaries about Star Wars, even though that's a really good one. This one, to me, it fails on a few levels. First of all, The Simpsons. It does a great job of tackling information and things I didn't know about. Like, there were lots of things in this documentary that I had no idea were part of the history of The Simpsons and things like that. But I think for me, where this fails is certain moments that just felt really awkward, or maybe they were trying to like not really criticize, like so there's one part where they talk about the beginning of season 2, and no longer using Klasky Chupo as an animation studio for the rest of the series run of The Simpsons, right? And so they talk about that, and you get this moment where they talk about a female writer not being involved with the show anymore, and it being a male dominated writer's room. But it's kind of just said, and that's it. Like, the way it's edited is like as if they were going to go into it deeply, but they don't. They just kind of lightly touch it, which to me felt like they were trying not to criticize something very negative about The Simpsons, which is that the reason she probably did not feel comfortable working on the show anymore is because it's a male dominated writer's room and she didn't feel welcome. And that is a very real thing to this day that's still wrong with The Simpsons. It is a male dominated writer's room who, is not privy to minority voices writing on the show. Now, The Simpsons has gotten a little bit better at that, but still, a little bit of an issue now in some places. But what I'm saying is, like, it just felt like they were brushing past certain things and not going into things, maybe because they didn't want to criticize, or they didn't want to. They wanted to just focus on what they wanted to go into, and that's not really how a documentary should be. Documentaries talking about the making, creation, and story of something should be warts and all. It should be the story, the flaws, the beginnings, the humble beginnings, whatever it is, But and I get it. The documentaries are it's kind of weird. People think documentaries aren't films, but they are, because at the end of the day, you're crafting a narrative with these documentaries. You're crafting a story, and you have to create like a flow and pace to things. So it is filmmaking, and I think that I think sometimes people get so into the filmmaking part that they forget. No, this is real people, real stories that you're kind of like brushing past and not being honest about. And maybe you should, and I think that's a thing to kind of look at with this. But I think this is worth it. It's running about $20 for about 6 hour long episodes on the creation of The Simpsons. Like, that's pretty good. It's got over 11 hours of an interviews, Simpsons writers and network executives. It is just a great release from Mill Creek, and they do have a Fast and Furious version of this coming out soon. That's part of the next installment in this line, so I'll be picking that one up as well, because these are pretty cool releases. Let me know your thoughts. Like, share, and subscribe.